Hello and welcome to Kyrgyzstan. Look at the scenery. Look at the mountains and the clouds, and we are flying over a valley, lots of farms. And you'd better get used to those mountains because, let me show you. This is a short flight, as you can see. We took off from Shymkent and we're running east straight into the mountains, and we're going to land at Talas, a small town in northwestern Kyrgyzstan. And Kyrgyzstan, it's hard to see the borders here, but it's basically this. Totally in the mountains. You may see this area here, this low area, but this actually belongs to Uzbekistan. So Kyrgyzstan is... So here's Kazakhstan, here's Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and China. And that's where we are going. Our next few flights will sort of be mostly in Kyrgyzstan, but also hopping to Tajikistan and even some Uzbekistan, because the borders here are very confusing. And yeah. Now we don't have ATC because the airport at Talas is very small and it's not supported by Beyond ATC. So we're going to do a visual landing. And there's no mod either, so it's whatever Flight Sim has. So I'm going to start descending. To about 6,000 feet. The airport is quite high, it's at 4,000 feet. And yeah, Talas is a kind of a small town, only about 80,000 people, founded in the late 19th century. And as you going back to the map, it's sort of isolated from the rest of Kyrgyzstan because of the mountains. I mean, it shares this characteristic with the capital of Kyrgyzstan, which is Bishkek, our next stop, because it's kind of closer to Kazakhstan than to Kyrgyzstan itself, because there are huge mountains between them and the rest of the country. So it's kind of interesting. Lots of farms here, a reservoir, but again, it's mountains. We're going to see lots of mountains. It's actually going to be interesting to see if the Aerostar will be able to handle these mountains. The weather is actually quite warm, probably about 20 degrees on the ground, even though we're approaching winter. And yeah. Now Talas is known, which is most interesting, for being the supposed birthplace of the Kyrgyz national hero called Manas. And Manas is the subject of an epic poem which tells of his exploits, first fighting the Oirats from the north and then the Afghans from the south. This epic poem has supposedly been, tradition says it's been going on for, being told by bards and storytellers for about 1,000 years. And it has only been put into written form in the 19th century. It's a very long poem, about 500,000 stanzas, or something like that. Now I don't remember. It's very pretty here, look. Nice farms. I don't know what they actually plant here. Need to be careful because we're kind of getting close to the airport and start paying attention. But the thing about the Manas, the epic poem, is that historians kind of disagree with the fact that it's 1,000 years old, mostly because the events that it portrays actually kind of happened in the 15th and 16th centuries. But of course, the government protects this as part of the Kyrgyz national heritage, and it's just interesting. So this region here of Talas is where the hero Manas was supposedly born. Now, this is going to be interesting. Let's focus on landing now. I'll turn on fuel pumps and landing lights. Because I kind of want to go from the other side. See, we're going very fast, which means we have a tailwind. But I don't know if I'll have room to maneuver here. I'll try not to look at the map now to make it more interesting. I want to... Actually, we should be... So the airport's at 4,000 feet, so I want to start our descent from 6,000 feet. But again, can I actually go around and land from the other side? Because the mountains are right there. Oh well, let's see what happens. We're still going very fast, so I'll hold at 6,000 so we can slow down. And we can take a look at the airport. So this is Talas, the city. The airport's a bit after it. I'll turn off heating so we don't have to worry about that as well. Why are nav lights off? Anyway. Why are cabin lights on? Anyway. Okay, so the runway should be right in front of us. It's probably this. Yeah, that's probably room. Okay. So let's do this the old-fashioned way. Get flaps going. $30 is fine. I'll turn off autopilot and let's go for something interesting. So I want to come from the other side, right? So this is Talas. Look at this. Look at how nice this looks. And we're going to hand fly the Aerostar for a change. A bit more power. Very nice scenery. I would guess this being relatively low and flat for the country's standard, that the main activity here is agriculture. I'm not even touching trim. I don't think I need to. How is it looking? It's fine. Here's the airport and the town. Again, there's a river here, lots of farms nearby. And yeah, we should have enough. We're descending quite slowly, which is fine. We'll trim up just a little bit. Supposed to be a little bit. No need to, yeah, okay. So we're past the airport. How's everything looking? Pitot heat is on, probably doesn't need to be on. Yeah. Turn it off. 2 miles. wait until 5 miles or so, drop gear, and we'll make the descending turn. I have no idea if this is the actual procedure one should follow, by the way, but that's what I'll do. And we can enjoy the Kyrgyz scenery a while longer. Most of Kazakhstan was pretty brown. It's nice to see the green farms here. I don't know how Flight Sim decides how to display, and I also use Bijan's mod for vegetation. So anyway, let's drop gear and start turning back. Three lights on. Here's the river, so the airport should be a bit to the left. Sorry about the noise. Actually a bit low. There's the runway, I think. Give it a bit more power, because they're too low. Now we're looking at the other side. That's the valley we came from. And not the best final turn, but to do. Still plenty of time to correct. Start cutting power. I don't think this airport has parking, which is the problem that Beyond ATC had with it. Might not even have buildings. Might just be the runway. We'll see. Over the fields. Cutting power, runway 28. And here we are. Talas in Kyrgyzstan. Let's see if there is anywhere. Oh, there are in the end there. Okay. There's a taxiway. Look at this. Look at how nice this place is. Oh, I love seeing those faraway places. I mean, compared to where I am, of course. What am I forgetting? Oh, flaps. Flaps up. This is our first flight into Kyrgyzstan. Next time we'll head to Bishkek, the capital. And I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching.